I'm John Mica, former member of Congress, and besides politics, I've had an interest all my life in art. I had an uncle who was an artist, who graduated from the University of Iowa, got me interested. In college, I bought my first piece of art with $10 down from a roving gallery and $10 a month. So I got to travel as a student through Europe, worked there for a while, visited some of the great museums, and acquired additional interest. Having collected different contemporary art and other items of art and art interest, in 1981 I traveled to Rome and I found a small shop, bought a piece that was a tribute to the Circle of Michelangelo, and that's in the exhibit here, exhibited with about 35 other works. Got to meet director Heller several years ago, and we talked about possibly having a show of Italian Old Master drawings, which is the heart of my collection the last 40 years. In that process, Director Heller suggested having a curator from Rollins, a professor of art history, and she picked Dr. Kimberly Dennis. And with Miss Dennis, she also had a class of advanced art students who would help curate. So they began about a year ago. We started honing in on the number and types of works from the collection, and they chose about a third, maybe about 35 of the works to be displayed. Now, Dr. Dennis and the students chose everything in the exhibition. You'll everything from the color, and it's quite magnificent, to the lead drawing in the collection. And this is an interesting piece of art because of all of the displayed drawings. This one is actually not by a real bona fide Italian artist, but rather after Peter Paul Rubens. And it's a St. Gregory. It was done for a church in the 1600s. It's been fun putting them together. One of the greatest experience I've had is working with the students. Many of these works, particularly the ones that I had collected, I purchased them sometimes and hung a few on the walls of my office in my home. But most of them went in folios, and then we tucked them under our bed, my wife and I. So for 35 years or more, we've stored some of these. But the great part of working with Cornell Museum of Art and Rollins College Professor Dennis and especially the students, is the students got to actually handle 300- and 400-year-old works of art. They got to do research on them, and they got to learn more about Italian Old Master drawings. There's nothing like probably having that special touch and that feeling and be able to look into when you're looking into the history and background of the artist and art. The exhibit is open until May 9th. There's no admission, but it is very restricted because of COVID, so you have to go online and acquire time-slotted tickets. Hope you get a chance to come and visit. It's been fun collecting, and it's even more exciting to work with Cornell, Rollins, and the students to make this exhibit possible. Congressman John Mica, thank you.